Schlimpy here, and welcome to episode 12 of All the Mons. So, in between the episodes, I went ahead and built a bridge out of the backside of the main base that leads up to this mountain that was here. I also did quite a bit of terraforming. I just wanted to clean up this mountain if we're going to be extending our living area onto it. I cleaned up the bridge as well, kind of had it blend into the terrain. I should have taken a before and after picture, but this used to be kind of like a flat, straight up wall. And I did my best to kind of blend it all in. I did the same over here where I extended the bridge out. I wasn't sure kind of where I wanted it to lead, so I kind of just extended it into the mountains, and I don't think it looks too bad. I've also got the staircase that comes up from the bottom and leads up here. I know we fly everywhere, but it feels wrong not to have the base be accessible, right? So the plan for today is going to be farming. And believe it or not, one of the main things that I'm going to need for farming and to be successful with farming is to beat the Ender Dragon. So I'm going to grab some, I just said so and then put so in my search bar. I'm going to grab some golden apples, maybe even the Supremium apple here. And we're going to craft up, I'm going to need some eyes of Ender. I need to get a waystone in here. In fact, I will get a waystone right next to the front door. This one is already named Main Base. And we can head to the end portal. Facing the wrong way, but here we are. Remember when I found this end portal, it only had one Eye of Ender, which I thought was crazy. Where are you, Mr. Ender Dragon? Oh, they changed up the look of the end. Quest completed. Where is he? Oh. This is cool. The bell ringing, too. Oh, tell me it's going to be a Rayquaza. I played this pack before, but this was different. This is not how this was. Oh, it is the Ender Dragon. Okay. Oh, I've made a grave mistake. Hang on, I have to head home. Is it cheating to use /home when you're not supposed to be able to leave the end? I don't know, but I did. I need to make some glass bottles. We're gonna need... Oh, you can't make it. I guess 19 is fine. We need to fight the Ender Dragon, specifically because I need some of his breath. So let's go destroy the Healy machines. And I'm hoping my Supremium armor is enough to get me by. That should be all of them. Ooh, what hit me? Oh, he can shoot projectiles now. Is that a vanilla thing? Oh, grab breath, grab breath, grab breath. I don't know how much of this I'm going to need and for what, so I'm going to try to fill up all 19 of these bottles. Doing great damage, though. I guess when you're able to fly, it's kind of unfair. Oh, he's doing the thing. Are you going to breathe more? No? Okay. Oh, don't hit me. I have terrible aim with the Minecraft bow. This feels very anticlimactic. I feel like I need, like, dungeon music, you know? Boss fight music. Oh, there's a bunch of crying obsidian here if I ever need that. I'm just now noticing it. Excuse you. I thought I saw an unknown flying around. Ah. Oh, that didn't even hurt. Oh, is it this darn unknown? I guess, That was it. We got the breath we needed. Huh. I thought that was gonna be a little difficult. I thought I was at least gonna take one hit. Oh, that's, yeah. Definitely want that, Dragonheart. I haven't messed with Draconic Evolution as a mod in like a really long time, but I will certainly give it a go in this series. I think for now, I'm just gonna leave the egg here. We know it's here. I didn't bring anything to grab it with. We could try to catch a Matang while we're here, but I know from, oh, wow, I'm glad I came over to where I killed him. There are a couple of things over here. Yeah, we get the dragon trophy. Oh, we could have that floating above our base. That'd look so cool. One really awesome thing about having the end unlocked is the ability to use unknowns as XP farming for your Pokemon. I can just grab like my high level Aerodactyl that I caught, give everybody XP shares, come in here and take out unknowns. And you get so much XP for it. It's crazy. I've never seen you spawn in here. Interesting. I could take some time to grab some Draconium, but we're already getting that from the quarry. I don't think there's anything else we really need from the end. So there is a minor problem. It appears my echo shards were lost in the move. I've been looking around for a little bit and I just have no idea where they are. Are all of the chests connected? Device online, device online. Echo shards. They're just gone. That's no fun. So I hit a quick RTP and I am heading towards the nearest ancient city, which is only 500 blocks away, and I'll meet you guys over there. And here we are. Now, the real question becomes, can I find echo shards without getting a warden spawned? I will take that. I mean, there's good loot in here regardless, so I'm happy to be here. Oopsies. That should work, right? I think. Ah, sneaky bugger. Now, this is another one of those deep darks that's in like a ice biome. The last one we found was the same way. Oh, finally I find night vision goggles after I don't need them anymore. Endless quiver. Ah, there we go. I needed that. Check this thing out. Let's see if we can't catch it. I accidentally killed it. How did I get a super effective? It said it was only going to do 20%. Oh, there's another one over here though. Yay. Maybe we'll get the quick ball this time, right? Nice. It was meant to be. I don't think there's any thingies nearby. The Echo Shard luck is not with us. I'll take a firecracker sapling though. Take that just for the enchants. 2 Echo Shards. That should be all we need, but I'm going to keep looking around. Got 2 chests here. Other protection 4 book. I will take that. Warden Carapace. The enchants you get out of this place are really good, and now that I know that you can unenchant stuff, just using a anvil and a piece of obsidian, I am here for it. I think there's another one around here somewhere. I just can't find it. I'm gonna try. All right, we're safe. Ah, yep, there it is. Oh, it was right there. Oh, dummy. Wait, no, it's not that. I don't think we've spawned him yet, so I'm gonna keep moving around. I think this one should be safe. I hope. Let me clear out some of my inventory here too. More efficiency. Yeah, man, the enchantments here are just great. What are those boots? I'll take them just in case. I like to keep these just tucked away, and then if I find out I like them, I put them on. I covered up the ones over here. I think I got them all this time. Let's find out. Nice. Echo shards. That's what we came here for. Increases the damage from sonic blasts. I don't know that I'll use that. Perfect. Another swift sneak book. I'll take that. And I mean, we got 10. There's still a few chests, I'm sure, left over in this place. I might as well look. I see on my map a minin'. We got our plusle, and now we can get our minin'. I think I mentioned it, but Plusle is actually my all-time favorite Pokemon. Uh, Closely followed by Minun. The only reason I like Plusle more is because I like the color red. I don't know if you can tell. But the Rayquaza and Deoxys movie, I forget what it's called, was like just a childhood jam for me. I watched that movie on VHS way too many times. I think I broke the VHS. But yeah, we got them both now. At some point, I'll put them in a pasture and let them roam around. I'm just not sure where I would put that. So we got our skulk thingy crystal what you do hickeys that I forgot the name of. And the reason we needed those as well as the dragon's breath is we need to make some shadow pulse goo. And it's kind of got this long list of crafting recipes. I'm just going to make 2 of these. Then we need this. Surprised we had nether warts, but hey, we did. Oh, we already got that. So now we just need... Oh, we need the void shimmer goo. Okay. I'm only going to make 1 of the void shimmer goos, I think, for now. So we're only going to need 1 shadow pulse goo. And what we can do with this... I need to grab some diamonds, which we have a boatload. Holy. 40 is working overtime. I need to craft these into blocks. Is it gonna... Nope. Okay. Let's not do it like that. Let me just store all these away. Oh, and I'm gonna need some skulk too. How do you spell skulk? I'm glad I had some of that. And you can surround this with diamonds and just feed this thing some skulk. And it will slowly infect the diamonds. And there we have it. This turns into raw Celesta gem ore. I'm going to do this a couple of times just to stock up on this stuff, but we're going to need this for today's farming exercise. We can also do this same process with iron blocks. And I think we've run out of skulk. There we go. And using iron will get us ferrocore ore. And I'm going to do this a few times as well. Just realized I was breaking this with silk touch. And I needed to break it with not silk touch. I also had to move our alloy smelter over here as like a quick jank solution. Let me just make sure this can't be turned into dust. No, it cannot. And it can't be smelted. Oh no, only the ferrocore needs smelted. Can this be turned into dust? No. Okay. We seem to have some unwanted guests. Evolves. I have no idea what that is, but I'm gonna buy that real quick. Coin, if I can spell. Wait, what are they called? Poke tokens. Where'd you go? Wow, you sell wither skeleton skulls? That would have been useful a while ago. But I don't want you here. All right, we've got our ferrocore ingots and our celesta gems. So now I want to make a clicker from the Just Dire Things mod. This mod is awesome. Um, Need to make a bow real quick. I'm gonna make a few of them. It allows you to interact with blocks in the way, like, if you have played Minecraft for a while or modded Minecraft for a while, it's similar to like the autonomous activator, just a lot better with a lot more options. So I'm gonna make 4 advanced clickers. One of the bright sides of how long I ended up playing yesterday while fighting trainers and training my Pokemon is I have a ton of Stair Discord stuff. But now I need my charger, which I think should be in here. Charger, yep. And I need to charge up a few more stacks of the good stuff. So let me just grab a couple of hoppers and set up something janky for now. I promise it's not always going to be super janky, but until we can get our way up to wireless ME stuff, I'm probably going to have a pretty janky setup. And oops, I'll set this up like this and this. And I'm just going to charge, say, 3 stacks. The reason that I need to get into some more applied energistics stuff is I want to make some growth accelerators, which requires a lot of fluix. That's why we're charging this up. I probably don't need it. I think I've got a good amount of fluix now. And I'm going to need a lot of Certus quartz dust as well. And glass. I'm going to go make some more glass. We don't have any sand, so I'm going to collect that while this thing's going. I got a bunch of sand, and I realized that I'm going to need to smelt things really quickly. So while we're waiting for that, I think I'm going to make an investment in the rainbow furnace. These things are just way too good to have. They're honestly not that hard to make. It's just they're such a pain to craft because they take so long, but I think it's worth doing. I'm gonna grab some more cobblestone and just kind of sit here and grind out this crafting recipe. Believe it or not, making all of these is the easy part. The hard part is making this thing, which is the all the different stained glass colors. I don't have a dye seed for mystical agriculture. I might be tempted to make one real quick though. Dye seed. Dye. Okay, so it's cyan, orange, pink, and lime. I just need 4 of those. Might do that real quick. The only thing I'm missing to make the dye seed is a cactus, and I think I know where a desert is. Yeah, there's one way over here, so I think I'm going to fly that far. I got my cactuses. I think this is a good long-term investment here. There's so many things that you need specific dyes for, so I think that side quest was worth it. And now I just need to grab a bunch of this stuff and we can farm up a bit of it real quick. Maybe someday I'll actually automate a seed. Oh wait, that's the plan for the day. All right, I've got some dye essence here, so I should be able to make every color of glass, I hope, I think. Only gonna need 4 of each. You know what? That actually wasn't too bad. I can now make 4 of these if I did everything right. I did. And then I can make 4 sets of these. And then I can make 4 rainbow furnaces. And I've got a pretty clever idea to make these easily accessible and always have fuel. I'm just going to set up some pipes right here. Oh, can't get them to place right, but I should be able to place the furnaces on top of them like so, and configure the bottom to input or just input, preferably. And that will bring in blaze rods, and now I can just stuff things in here. And you know what? I should just do input output on the top. That way I can put stuff in a chest on top of them. If I take a chest and all my sand, Toss it in here. I don't think... The only problem is if something can be smelted twice, it's gonna break stuff. Now, why? Input and output. Auto input on. Auto output on. Right? I just needed to update it. It's working now, and it does a stack at a time, which is awesome. And there's all my glass. And I spent enough time fiddling around with that. This should all be charged. So I need to grab some Certus quartz. 1, 2, 3. And I need to grab some redstone. 1, 2, 3. You know what? It's nether quartz, isn't it? Behold, Fluix. Thankfully, I can make a block of this stuff with just 4 stacks. So I'm just going to make a stack. And then we need to make some cables. Or let's just look up the growth accelerator real quick. Growth accelerator. We need to make some regular cables, which is done like that. I'm going to make 2 stacks of these because we're going to need more cables later on. And I'm going to turn all of the Fluix we have, right? We don't need any more? Yeah. I'm going to turn it all into cables. And then we need to make quartz glass. Stack of that. That should be able to make us 32 of these, right? Nice. Powering these might be a little bit difficult, but now we've got growth accelerators. And these, if we look at the guide, curiously, it can also accelerate the growth of various plants. And that does include mystical agriculture plants. So we're going to make a grid of these, and we're going to put our mystical agriculture plants in between them. I ended up making 8 more of them so we can fill out this grid. Now the question is, does the grid have a center? It looks to be that this is the center. I know that's not the greatest pillaring block in the world, but that's what I'm using. Yeah, that looks right. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep. So we got our clicker here, and we need to set the y-axis. Is there a way to show render area? Yes. We need to bring it down 1 more block so that it's right there. And then we need to expand the radius. So if we expand the radius out by 4 on the X and the Z coordinate, we can see that it covers this whole area. And now I need to set it to right click and target. I think it needs to be target blocks. And we don't care about sneaking or show fake player. I don't think that matters. Wait, does that actually create like a fake player? Okay, no, I don't know what that does. But now if we provide this thing with some power, it will right click, and I'm going to set this thing to super low, like every tick. That's probably going to be really laggy, but we'll come back and change that if it causes a problem. But if we supply this thing with some power, it will right click all of these. Hello, Evie. I'm going to make sure you have, well, I'm going to check if you have good IVs. I shouldn't say make sure. It's going to suck if this doesn't catch on the first try because it's such a low level that we can't really do anything. Nice. Okay. Its EVs aren't, sorry, its IVs aren't terrible. So I'll take that. I had to real quick run down to bedrock level because I need to take some redstone, toss it on some bedrock. I don't know how much obsidian it consumes, but it says to left click it. I'm trying to make a flux point, right? Flux point. And we need flux cores, which requires flux dust. It says to left click the obsidian. Let me figure this out real quick. Okay, I figured it out. I need to put the obsidian above the bedrock, throw the redstone under it, and then click it. That's pretty cool. So now we need to make some flux plugs and flux, what are they called? Points. I just talked about them. I'm going to make a stack of these, I suppose. Then we need a flux block. Make 4 of those. And then for this, we just need a redstone block. So I'm going to make, oh, we only had 1 redstone block. I need to make a few more of those. Then we can get a few more flux points. These receive the energy. And then the flux nodes will add the energy. I'm just going to make like 4 of those. And continuing along the lines of our emerald generator empire, I'm going to go ahead and use some of our echo shards to make more of these 8x generators. And you know what? I could just bring them over here. Not a bad idea. Place them like right here. We need a dimensional chest. Gonna grab that and some pipes. I went ahead and set up a, well, it's a really jank setup of cables, but I need them to go 2 blocks down so that I can fit dirt blocks in here. But I think that should work. There's no really good indication that these things are on. I've been sitting here trying to figure out what the problem is, why my seed won't grow. I did get all of these filled out with supremium soil, so that should be the best solution, but I'm starting to wonder if maybe I forgot to set these to output power. That might explain the problem. And I think that was the case. Yeah. Now, the question is, are they outputting enough power? I got 3 of these. I think these make it work faster. I'm not sure how these work with the energy pipes, but okay, that's working. Now, I need to set up this flux node. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Network connections. Create network. Main. Get red, because we like red. And yeah, that appears to work. Let's see how fast it is if I put it in the middle. Or it's got 4 of them pointing at it. And that's pretty quick. Definitely a lot faster than the botany pots. Now I just need a system to pick up the resulting essence. And I think we're rocking and rolling, but I need to clear out my inventory real quick. Now I need to make an item collector from just dire things. And this works a lot like the absorption hopper, but it's got a lot more options. Now, is there an advanced version of this that might be better? No, it's just this one. Okay. So I'm going to set this up, and it might need power too. I'm not sure. Let's put it, say, right here. And I need to see the area that we're working with. We need to go down 2 on the Y. Nope. Up 1 on the Y. I'm going to make it too tall just in case it goes outside of the bounds. We need to offset it. Ooh. Offset it this way until it's in the center. More. Then I need to expand it by 4. Actually, let's go 5 in each direction just in case stuff falls out. That is the maximum radius anyways. And that looks pretty good. Now, does this thing need power? No, it does not. And I should probably set the tick speed on this to super low as well. And I'm kind of regretting placing this down now because I want to put a chest below it. So I'm gonna do that and reset this. I've got that set up. So now I need to just plant all of our seeds. Ceradus quartz or regular quartz, I don't think I'm gonna need a lot of. Emeralds, I don't think I'm going to need a lot of. I'm going to put the ones that I don't need a lot of on the outside because they're only touching 2 each. Or I guess this one's touching 3. And then the ones that I want a lot of, I'm going to put on the inside. I'm doing diamond seeds, even though we already got the quarry going. I don't plan on using the quarry forever. That's kind of just a temporary solution until we've got everything we need set up. Wither skeleton seeds, that can touch 2. Certus quartz, we definitely want on 4. Dye, that can touch 2. And as these grow, the clicker should automatically harvest them. And then the collector, yeah, look at that. It's already going. And I brought over some stack upgrades. Just diamond for now. I probably should have used netherite, huh? I'm going to do that before I regret it. There we go. We got netherite stack upgrades. And I would like to set this up eventually to just be wirelessly connected to the ME system through a storage bus. But we've got a little bit of a ways to go before we set up wireless connections. So for now, I think in this episode, I want to make a bunch more seeds that I think I'm going to need. Let's go do that. And real quick, I'm going to convert all of our essence into supremium. That way we can bring it back over to the main base and use that for our seed crafting. I've got a little pre-work done on the seed making. There are 4 seeds that I'm going to need for late game mystical agriculture, which funny enough, they use inferium in some of the earliest seeds that you can get. That is the fire, earth, water, and air seeds. That's right, we are the avatar. Or we will be the avatar. So I'm going to make up these 4. And I put the hoppers on there for just kind of easily going through the seeds that we can make with each tier of essence. Wait, something's not right here. Oh, I didn't take the last seed off. That's right. Makes sense. We got blue. Then we just need air. And let me collect the extras that I put in here. And then we can make nature seeds, which is kind of an extension of these early game seeds with the prudentia. And I got a stack of prosperity base seeds in here. I will plant the solarium seeds just because we got them as a reward. You know what? While I'm thinking about the rewards, let's check to see if we can get any of the seeds that we want just by looking at our rewards. All right, here we go. Oh, sheep seeds. Those are actually like really good. And it looks like it is doing the thing where it kind of stacks the rewards. I think we only got, no, we got niotic. Then we got copper seeds. Copper seeds, kind of nice. Probably not going to plant those right now. Probably also not ever going to plant the niotic seeds. I will plant the sheep seeds. That is infinite wool. And there are 3 more of the tier 2 seeds that I want to make. So 1, 2, 3. So I want to make silicon seeds. We're going to need a lot of silicon. Might as well make those. And I want grains of infinity seeds. Ender IO is one of my favorite mods. I see myself using it quite a bit, so I might as well. And then I want honey seeds. I decided I wanted to make 2 more honey seeds. We're going to need a surprising amount of honey. I could technically put a quarry in the B dimension and quarry out the honey blocks. That would probably be faster, but we'll do seeds. And then I set up some tertium in here. I'm actually going to need 3 of each. I want 3 skulk seeds. And some of you who know the know may know what I'm planning on doing with this skulk and honey. Oh, shoot. I don't think I got that back. And for now, I'm not going to make a lot of the ingot seeds. We do have a bunch, so as I kind of decide that I'm done with the quarry, I'll probably start making those. but I don't think that'll be for a while. The quarry kind of rocks. And I'm going to go ahead and make one more Certus quartz seed, just because we are going to need that much. For my next seed, I'm going to have to take out a few withers. So let's do that. Oh, get me out. And I got my 4 wither skeleton skulls, so we can, or not wither skeleton skulls, nether stars. That's what I mean. We can take our insanium essence, and we can get a nether star seed. So hopefully we won't have to kill too many withers. We will need it to get awakened supremium, but that's okay. What else did I need to make? I want to make uranium seeds. I really am leaning into that idea of building an extreme reactor as our main power source. Even if we don't really need it, the blaze rod power strat is kind of insane. But this way we can just set up one giant power source and pull it all out into one, what do they call it? Flux node, flux point network. I think that'll make our lives a little easier in the long run. And then I was getting some more charged quartz so that I can make some fluix, because we need to make a fluix seed as well. And I think the fluix seed will pretty much do it for now. We can kind of just, as we decide we need seeds, go ahead and make them. I'm half tempted to make a gold seed solely because I don't want to process the gold ore that I have. I'm too lazy to do that, but for now, I think we'll be all right. So let's plant these with the nether star seed right in the middle, because that's never going anywhere. All of these elemental seeds we can put on the edge. I'm not going to need too many of what they result in. And then uranium seeds, toss those somewhere in the middle. Nature seeds can go on the corner here. The skulk seeds I'll plant next to each other like so. Honey seeds like so. Grains of infinity can go on the outside. Certus quartz we want on the inside. Solarium. Is this solium or yeah, it's solarium. That on the outside. Cheap seeds, I guess, can go on the outside. And silicon seeds as well can go on the outside. We did a pretty good job at filling that up. I don't know how many slots I have open yet, but that should be getting us a lot of essence. And there are ways we can further speed this up in the future. I didn't realize we could probably get meat out of the sheep seeds too. Yeah, we can. Nice. But yeah, that is a lot of resources that are a pain to get automated. I'm not quite done farming yet. The next thing we need to find requires us to head to an ancient city. And what we're looking for is suspicious clay. I need to brush this in search of... Oh, wow. First try. Heck yeah. See if we can get another one. Oh, is this all suspicious clay gives us? All right, so I've put together a little create enchantment industry machine here. Oh, okay. Thought I was going to do all 63. I want to make a bunch of these nature's blessing books because we're going to need some of those. And okay, I don't understand. There is multiple levels of nature's blessing, but does it just bone meal better at higher levels? I have enough XP, clearly, that it doesn't really matter, I think. So I'm just going to make the highest level book. So I can combine the Nature's Blessing 3s into 4s, 4s into 5s. And I can bring this over here and switch it, right? Maybe clear that out first so I know for sure. Then I can make a Nature's Blessing 5, right? Oh, maybe not. I may have goofed up here. It doesn't seem to want to duplicate Nature's Blessing 5, and I'm guessing that's because it's from Apothic Enchanting, which kind of sucks. I might have to make a hoe and get another Nature's Blessing 3 book. Let's see if I can't luck out here. All right, that didn't go well. All right, so I'm kind of going down a rabbit hole here. I think I can craft some puffer fish. Let's do 10. Okay, 9 puffer fish will work. And I need some water bottles. I may need to make a prismarine seed very quickly. We'll see. But now I should be able... Oh, I need prismarine blocks. I don't have a lot of prismarine. That is a problem. How do I make a prismarine seed? Prismarine aglo. Okay, so I need to head to the ocean for a moment. Not gonna lie, I'm eating a super apple for this because these guys hurt. But should be able to get everything we need from them. Now, I could try to break the blocks down here, but they give us mining fatigue, which is a problem. They give us slowness as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's from the, what you do, Hickey? Ow, go away. Don't go away, give me your drops. Now, if I can take all these guys out, well, I don't think it is possible to take them all out. I don't know what I'm saying. How many prismarine blocks do I need? I need a lot. Oh, I should just make the seeds. All right, that was a good cheeky way to get a bunch of prismarine blocks. So now I can make the sea shelf. Like so. I do need a regular bookshelf. The sea shelf. And I need these because I need to get my maximum. Here, I'll show you what I mean. If I come over here to my enchanting room, oh, I have to get more milk. You're the best, Miltank. Anyways, as I was saying, I break these. Just break 6 of them for now. That will get our level up to 45. That's exactly what we need. So I should now be able to enchant these, right? Do I need more Quanta whatever? Oh, but I can enchant these. What if I break one? That still work? I hope. Yes. So I need to enchant 4 of these. And with that, I can craft something super useful, which is the enchantment library. Nice. Okay. So now that I've got the enchantment library, I can just toss all of my enchanted books into this thing, which I'm going to do really quickly. Like so. And I should be able to pull out any book that, oop, I didn't know you could do that. That is the highest level I've put in there. So if I look up Nature's Blessing, the highest level available is 5 because that's what I put in. But if I want Nature's Blessing 3, I can pull that out and then we can start duplicating it again. Nice. Yet another valid side quest, I would say. And let's just make, I don't know, 24 of them. Is that going to work? It'll do it one at a time. And now I've got more Nature's Blessing books than I know what to do with. So I'm just going to start combining them all. And to do that, I need to retrieve all my levels. And now I've got 3 copies of Nature's Blessing 7. I didn't check if it went to 8, and honestly, I don't want to know. Because that took a little longer than I would like. But I need to make a tool to enchant these with. And that is why I went and got these Aldemodium smithing templates. Let me make one more of them real quick. Should be pretty easy to do. So let me just make a few of these. Now we need to upgrade our 3 diamond hose into netherite. And then I believe we can do Aldemodium next. Yes. And these have an infinite durability. Now I probably could use Supremium hose as well. Oh, I didn't think of that. That would have saved me some Aldemodium. I don't want to be using a lot of Aldemodium until we get the seed for it. And I think that seed's pretty expensive. Yeah, it takes blocks. So we're going to need 36 Aldemodium, and I just wasted 3. That's okay, though. Now, my anvil's dead, so let's go get a new one of those. And we can slap this enchantment on our fancy new hose. Oh, you're kidding me. I put it on the same hoe twice. Ah, that's okay. I guess we'll just have 2 for now. And it looks like 2 is actually going to work out pretty good for what we need. I'm going to set up a couple more farms over here. And let's just say right here is fine. I want to define the area of the clicker. So show me that. And I want to offset it 1 this way. Go down 1 this way and then expand. Let's see. Need to go more. 2, right? No, that's too big. So that should be a 3 block area. Yep. And I want this to be a 3 block area. That'll do 9. And then grab a bucket of water. Slap that down in the center. Put that bucket of water in there. Oh, right. That's not actually going to hoe, is it? All right. I think I have this. Yep. That now acts as bone meal. It appears to work really well. I don't think... Did it do all of that? Was that there before? I don't remember. Now I can plant my 6 different berry types. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we'll have these 2 extra slots. I want to do this every 1 tick because I'm a fiend. Put that in there. So we want to right click and we want to use the item. Is it going to use this item by default? I'm not sure. We do need to give it power, and I think I've got flux points here. So if I just configure this to be in the network, hopefully I turn around and it's working. Yes, it is. Now the question is it working fast enough for my liking? It's pretty good. It's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So now I want to set up another one of these. And I think I can just put it right next door to this one. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Let's bring it over and put it right here. Oh, right here. And we'll copy the settings. So it looks like we have actually additions worms. I think I can just slap that in the soil and it goes to town. Oh, I forgot it tills the soil around it too. Oh, does it go away? Yeah, it goes away. I want this tilled. Break, darn you. In this second farm, though, I want to grow my Vivichoke seeds, so I'm going to plant those here. We'll do all 8 spots. So we're going to need a lot more Vivichoke. And then I'll put another flux point here. Set that to main, and this should go to town. Oh, it's kind of slow. I know why it's slow, because I didn't set this to 1 tick. And yeah, now we've got a ton of Vivichokes. Nice. Now I just need to set up an item collector for this. I realize we're going to get starf berries if we don't separate the pome eggs. So I'm going to break that. And instead of putting them there, I'm going to put them on the corner by themselves. That should stop us from getting starf berries. Now I can set up my netherite chest and my item collector, and I want to offset that in the Z direction, I think. Yeah, we want to go down. Let me turn these off so I can see what I'm doing. And this needs to go up by 1 now. Right? Oh, up by 2, sorry. Then I need to expand it in the... Ow. Please leave me alone, sir. Shrink it by, I think, a half. And push it in the Z direction like that. Then we can expand the Y or the X radius. And that should collect all of those. So we should now be able to put the hose in here. And these are just going to go to town. Oh, that is amazing. I might even... Oh, we're going to have to expand the radius on that, huh? It's okay. Now we cover the surrounding area. And I might even set up a second one of these once I get my Nature's Blessing book back to collect the berries even faster. Now, I do need to go down with it so that it collects stuff below. And I think that should get everything. And yet, holy moly, I think we're set. I'm still not quite done farming yet. There's one more farm I think I want to set up in today's episode. I'm going to place down some mega torches to help myself avoid the issues of mobs spawning and being annoying. I got a nice little cosmetic armor piece for killing an enderman. Nice. So now I want to set up one more farm today. And I'm just going to pick out an 8x8 area to put a fence around. I changed my mind. I wanted a 9x9 area because I need a single block center. And I've been collecting all these fan peas for a while now. I'm actually going to move them all. I'm not in the PC. I can't move them. Never mind. So I'm going to put all of my fan peas with the ability pickup in here. And they should just start my goodness, going to town. Now, can I get them to put the items they find in a chest? Because I don't want these just on the ground. Also, they're breeding. I think a lever will stop them from breeding. I have a lever, yep. I think I'm going to need an item collector to pick all this stuff up. All right, it does look like they're putting stuff in the chest, but I'm going to use the item collector just in case and because I can. So let's set it to do that. We'll offset it by 1 that way. And we just need to do this at 4 blocks. And that'll pick up everything. And they're still breeding, which is kind of a problem. I'm going to toss a netherite stack upgrade in here. And wow, they are finding some pretty cool stuff. We got King's Rock. We got Root Fossil. Damp Rock. EMs. Holy. I'm liking what I see here. Hopefully this chest doesn't fill up. I guess I could make it a double chest. I don't know how to stop them from breeding. I'm going to Google that. According to the internet, you just slap a redstone block under this thing and it goes. No more breeding. I'm going to break these. Oh, I'm gonna get a quest for that. Nice. I realized I didn't put a stack upgrade in here, so I'm glad I thought of that now because that could have become very problematic very quickly. And I'm going to toss a crafting upgrade in here. That way I can craft my essences when I need them. And yeah, check that out. We've got 3 extremely overpowered farms at our disposal, and it didn't even take that long to do. I'm pretty happy with that. Unfortunately, that is all we're going to have time for today, though. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Unfortunately, that is all we're going to have time for today, though. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.